Game 3 now, bottom right of the map, we have our Zerg player. Starting in the red color, it is BBoongBBoong on Whirlwind.
There he is, MJ.
Your friendly neighborhood Zerg. He also has an MJ. Top left of the map, we have his opponent. This guy has always proclaimed that he has a dream. That's also his ID, starting for Team MVP. Apparently the MVP jacket was not enough. He's wearing this big coat. Yeah, I don't blame him.
And, you know, Calor, in Korea we have this technology. I don't know if you've experimented with this because...
Heating?
Yeah. That is one thing, but more specifically, toilets here, a lot of them have
now I'm intrigued.
Heaters on them, so that when you have to take that moment to sit on the toilet for a brief period of time and get rid of some of your body's wastes, you can actually enjoy sitting there, and it's really warm. I have this at my new apartment I got last month, and it's really, really nice. I really like it.
The thing is, in my apartment, it's usually not that cold. It's actually in the apartment I don't have the problem with the cold, but I think we have a draft in here. That's the reason why we are like freezing.
Yeah, it must be.
There must be some kind of draft, and
I think I know where it would originate from, and I'm gonna investigate. I've got a lot of things to do this next 5-minute break. Gotta really utilize my time. Gotta find out where the draft's coming from. Gotta check out those hot pads.
I think we have to put Detective Wolf on the case.
I gotta get a new coffee. I actually didn't even have coffee yet today. I had orange juice and then I had hot 6. Now I gotta drink coffee. I gotta have all sorts of bad things for my body.
You know, the thing is just like I feel really in Germany we have the saying there is no bad weather, there's just bad preparation. And
no, yeah.
I have the feeling that I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for this winter. I have to change things. I need to get some thermal underwear, some sports thermal underwear, even though I always think it's a little bit ridiculous. But in Korea, I actually feel I need that, and I need to get better shoes. I am completely not ready. My father would make fun of me 6 days to Sunday if I told him.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
He's probably listening right now.
I taught you better than that. Yeah. You know how to prepare for a cold winter. What on earth are you doing? I'm so ashamed of you.
Well, listen, there's...
Don't dare to come back home until we fix that.
There's different types of preparation, right? One is to wear proper shoes. The other one is to improvise and put hot packs in your shoes, which we're going to do a little bit later.
Exactly, after this game.
He mines literally 100 gas and starts speed a little bit late.
Yeah, he needs to wait for the minerals here, but he built a few additional drones, and now we have the speed. Speed on a map like this is always interesting to me, because it's a huge map. This is Whirlwind. This map is gigantic. And getting this early speed is always like, okay, are you trying to be a little bit aggressive on a map where you need half an hour to just cross the distance to your opponent's base?
And also because your opponent has to take the same amount of distance to walk to your base, you're already a little bit safer against Heldian play, for example, so speed seems a little bit less necessary.
Yeah, I would rather have expected him to go for the Zerg style with a lot of queens, a lot of creep spread, and then just getting the gases up a little bit later.
It's possible that he puts back in gas pretty soon. Normally, though, you see only one drone in gas when you're going to put aggression on afterwards.
That speed is, of course, helping you a bit to scout the map, to just have the map control in the early game. But still, you sacrifice a little bit of economy for it.
He's actually possibly going to do one of these life attacks with a ton of speedlings. There it is, 24 coming out. That's the other possibility with this. You just make a ton of speedlings.
Okay, in that case, it makes more sense.
Yeah. And right now, there's actually a wall finishing up. He's not going to be able to do anything with this.
He shouldn't, at least.
Yeah, unless...
We've seen crazy things happen with Terran players suddenly deciding to lower all the depots, and then they're like, oh, oops.
Ooh, there's a little bit of a hole there, I'm pretty sure.
If he can get through, the speed is now done, and he's streaming across the map. This is what life would do all the time. Just hit timings that no Terran expected at the point. It was like, what?
There's only 2 Marines in that bunker as well, so if he really wants to force his way through...
Yeah, but with the Hellions.
Yeah.
And...
I don't know if that's a full wall or not.
He doesn't lift the supply depot, though.
He needs to lift it, he lifts it, and it's a tight wall.
Yeah, it's a full wall. And the SCVs are going to repair. He won't be able to break.
The Hellions did not stick around too long, but yeah, he's going to go back. This is actually a really disappointing moment because that's a ton of resources spent on things.
That's not only a ton of resources spent, that's so much lava that went into the Zerg thing.
Even the gas, all the mining used for the gas, the larva, exactly. And that's what I mean, like, It's more about losing the drones that you could have had than actually the resources on the Lings, because the Lings didn't really die, but they're not going to be useful anymore.
Opportunitätskosten.
Exactly.
Lair tag now for BBoongBBoong coming up. For Dream, it's a little bit uncomfortable because he's like, okay, are there only Zerglings? Are you going to go for some kind of weird Baneling attack and try and hit me? What are you going to do? But with all those Hellions that he now has, 4 in total, he's like, okay, 4 is fine. With 2, I wasn't too successful, but 4 is going to be okay to face those Zerglings.
Yeah. That lair tech is looking more and more like Infestors. Especially on this map. I don't think we're going to see views.
With a double evolution chamber now, I feel... Yeah. I actually agree.
This Queen is a little bit exposed, but Hellions don't want to risk it.
It's just a very early timing for go straight into Infestors.
Yeah, I agree. A little bit too soon. But
there it is, Spire.
Yeah, this is interesting.
I actually kind of like it. The thing is,
Dream will expect it.
There's one thing. You have the 3 bases early, so you have a lot more gas than you would have on only 2 bases. You have the gas number 5 and 6. So if you spend all of this into a lot of Mutalisks, you can overwhelm your opponent with a huge Mutalisk force, but he's just not ready for it.
Yeah, at the 3rd base, sometimes with Lings and Manlings like we talked about before can be good as well.
Manhat of the Swarm and Mutalisks are actually a little bit faster and also have the fast acceleration. That's going to be so cool.
I know this is a bit off topic for this matchup, but I've been thinking a lot about ZVZ and how I think if the Mutalisk change stays and the fungal change stays, we may see Mutalisk dominate ZVZ like in StarCraft 1 because it's going to be hard to hit Mutalisk with fungals, and if you can just run around forever with your Mutalisk, they may dominate again. And that can actually be kind of cool.
Yeah, actually true. With those Mutalisks, and when they're faster, have the fast acceleration as well, you can try to dodge a few fungals. I mean, you won't be able to bait every single one of them, but even if it only catches 2 of your Mutalisks instead of a whole swarm, that's exactly what will work well. A lot of Zerglings here. He wants to hit a timing with 1-1.
Yeah. And the same is true of Dream's attack. He wants to hit that timing with his Hellions. Runs in here, stims. Does not have blue flame with this. It's not that same timing attack, but he's trying to make something work here, and to be honest, I think there may be too many queens to defend.
BBoongBBoong is supply blocked, immediately building 4 new Overlords.
Even goes to the 5th one. He has to fight with his Lings and the queens together, and here he goes. Now he's going to commit, tries to trap, and he will. And now all he has to do is target down the medevacs so they can't escape. Not quite able to do it, but that was a great hold by BBoongBBoong.
Yeah. 8 Mutalisks right now. I'm not quite sure if that was scouted by Dream. I actually doubt it.
No, I don't think he even crossed the hatchery.
+1 attack also on the production tab and the speed upgrade for the Banelings. So the Mutalisks have not been spotted just yet. We don't see any missile turrets.
The Lings are actually following those medevacs in the south. There's no way for them to land.
You know, those Mutalisks might be able to just intercept them and take them down when they are on top of the Abyss.
He let them go for a second, and now they're actually all unloaded. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Especially considering he wants to take a hatchery right now and he's going to be denied.
Mutalisks have been spotted now.
Now he does not have enough though. He's going to have to pick up, but if he does, he's going to lose everything anyways. This is not what Dream wanted to have happen.
Yeah. But one of the things that I really love that he pulled away those Mutalisks as soon as he realized that Dream started to manual target the Mutalisk and try to get the more cost-efficient trade.
Yeah.
So nice reaction by BBoongBBoong. Of course, Dream also now with the missile turrets in his main base.
No +2 started for armor for Dream just yet, though. He doesn't have the resources. Now he doesn't. No. He got it selected for a second.
Huh.
He needs to research that. He's got enough resources. He may have forgotten.
There it is.
That was starting to get a bit concerning. And at this point, the hatchery to the left finally is taken, but Dream sees it. He may go for a drop there later when he knows the Mutalisks are out of position. These Marines are so scared.
Yeah.
Now he's going to fight. The Lings are a little bit late for the follow-up. He actually could try to fight here.
He will.
It's a good choice, I think.
Tries to capture them. If he would have just moved to the left a little bit faster, he could have trapped all of them. But that's too much.
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah.
Has to pull back here.
It's too much to handle. A very early transition this time into the infestation pit. He doesn't wait as long as he did the last time. Well, to be fair, the last time it was still a fairly good transition time that he used against Dream, so he didn't stick too long with the Baneling composition. But at this point now, we have the map control for BBoongBBoong. Every single time that Dream moves out with a small Marine force, he can't really pull it off because there are so many units on the map just trying to look for these units, trying to look for a drop, for something that they can make work. And BBoongBBoong is trying to get a little bit aggressive here. 17 Banelings, even a Hive Tech coming up now for the follow-up. But drones and Hive Tech for the follow-up, +2/+2 ready for this attack if he wants to use it. The Banelings still to the left side.
Yeah, he's trying to find an opening with this statue where you can actually get medevacs, because this is something Nestia has shown in the past with the pathing of the medevacs, where if you try to show your Mutalisk over a cliff, if your opponent just 1As all of his medevacs, then the medevacs are going to take the shortest possible path, fly over the cliff, or in this case, big statue thing, and then you can pick off medevacs with your Mutos. But Dream actually put his unit into 2 different groups so he didn't fall for it. And,
first tour now as a result for Dream. That's a consequence that you will have to expect. 17 Mutalisk, exactly the same amount at the end of the last game.
We've actually seen that number quite a bit. It seems like every time I watch a player who's going to go for a medium amount of Mutalisk, not like that massive number just yet, it's always 17. Oh, wow.
I don't understand, Rob. I thought 42 was the answer to everything.
Yeah, but I think that may be a bit too much gas for StarCraft 2.
Yeah, maybe.
17 is almost a multiple of 42. Not really, actually, at all.
Yeah, we already talked about your math skills earlier. You had to underline that again, right?
I was like, yeah, it's 51. I'm like, but otherwise, I thought it's like, yeah, 17 times 3 is 51. That's close to 42, but that's close to 52. Anyway, this attack is, if he can connect the Banelings, it's good, but he's struggled a little bit last game, and this game again, he may find himself in trouble.
Greater Spire, halfway completed, drop play into the 4th base. Not going to be too successful with those 2 spine crawlers, but the battle in the middle of the map, that's something that's going to be very interesting, and I have to hit that Dream split here. It's excellent.
Yeah. Listen, don't be embarrassed to admit that. At this point, Dream's split is so good that he can actually just, he's pathed his units so well that when he 1As, they already have that sick arc. The Greater Spire is almost done. The Observer is really excited about that. But what's more important, I think, at this moment in time is this battle. Can he connect the Banelings? It looks like he's pathing them a little bit wrong to the left side, but he is going to eventually connect to the left. And he loses some ambassadors, but the siege tanks go down. I feel like that was about as even as it gets for a trade.
Man, Dream split so well, he could even split my ass.
Yeah, man, I would love to see him just go to the gymnastics area and do some splits in front of me. He could probably stick his leg behind his head or something.
Why would you want to see that?
I'm just thinking that's probably what he can do. I never said I wanted to see it, but I think that's probably what he can do. I think he...
Too far, Wolf. Too far.
Maybe he could like split a fault line and cause an earthquake. Maybe he's good at making banana splits.
A for effort. A for effort. 3 additional starports now completing, so he's really ready for this transition. But once again, BBoongBBoong is, I don't want to say a step ahead of him, but he definitely wants to go into the next phase. He wants to go into Ultralisk later.
He's keeping Dream a little bit guessing as well as to what composition he has to build just yet. He doesn't really know.
Well, we've seen what BBoongBBoong did with the Broodlord and Ultralisk composition in game number 1. If we can get the same composition out again, I'm really fearing for Dream here.
Oh wow, and this is a great catch on Dream's army. Not all of it is together. He needs to get the Banelings to connect though, and he doesn't quite have enough.
And then the ground units pull back and the Mutalisks are left in the middle of all these Marines.
Yep.
That was expensive.
Very expensive. Oh, look at that big stem though. He's going to run in here and take control of the watchtower. He wants to catch these Broodlords on retreat, but there are enough Banelings on creep underneath them to push this back. But the spreading is so good again.
Yeah. Doing a great job here. Dream, of course, that is. Just look at him going at it. But BBoongBBoong, well, he is not dead yet. No, this guy is actually in a pretty good position here.
Last game we saw what happened when he was extremely behind, how well he could hold his own. But in this case, when he's pretty much even with his opponent, I can't even imagine what it's going to take for Dream to kill him here.
There's just so many bases for BBoongBBoong too. I mean, this guy has 4 bases, 5 bases, 5.
Yeah, somebody else in this casting duo is not the best at counting.
Hey, that's not true. He has 5 bases.
Yeah, 5 bases.
It was just this big chunk of red in the middle, and I was like, is there another mineral line? I'm like, no, I don't think so.
No, yeah, that's just a bunch of Broodlords.
Yeah.
lot of movement here for the buildings of Dream.
Very colorful production done.
Yes.
Carrying the reactor for the Ravens, +3/+3 for both these players. They're actually dead even with upgrades.
Yeah. Really, like...
right side of the map being attacked. The base actually under fire.
He's not going to hold this one.
No.
That one siege tank with his last breath will actually take out the hatch. And he pulls the drones back really nice, making sure they don't get lost on the path. And the siege tank, like I said, that was it for him.
This is such a sick army composition. Ultralisks, Broodlords, Mutalisks, Corruptors, Banelings, Infestors, Queens, and Zerglings all fighting.
It's really cool to have just a few Mutalisks in your composition because you can chase down medevacs with them. He doesn't get these medevacs in this case, but now he's going to go hunt them down with the medevac to the top right there. A lift on the command center means, wow, those Baneling hits were really good to just emphasize that before we go into the thing, but he tries to find the medevac to the top right, eventually gives up, actually.
The thing is that he keeps Dream low in economy. Well, not really low, but he's still on 4 bases, with a 5th on the left side trying to build it. And yeah, that's... well, and another drop.
Yeah, he should actually be able to save the hatchery this time, though.
And this time the Medivacs will be taken out.
Yep. Shut down. You know, he helped that Spineclaw out. The Spineclaw was going to bleed out, and he put him out of his misery. Overlord's really feeling the harassment here of that Viking. It's deadly harassment, though. Pushing those Overlords over the edge.
I actually feel also so sorry for these Overlords every single time. I mean, you have rockets being shot at you, and you're just one fat Overlord, and suddenly those rockets are trying to pummel away at you.
Some Overlords are asking for it, though. Why is the Overlord spreading creep over there? So you can't build turrets? Well, I don't think so.
If you're shitting creep on my base, I will take you down with my rockets.
And he's actually just going to take him out with rockets and the Gauss rifles right now. Uh-oh, this is a terrible position for when you can't try to go down that ramp. Oh, what is he doing with that Infestor?
You know, moms hate pet Overlords. They're just too dirty.
They are so dirty.
If you get a cat, that's fine.
You know, the worst thing is when your kid brings that Overlord home and is like, Mom, can I keep him? And the Overlord's like, and the mom's like, I don't know about that, Johnny.
But I don't know about that fight. There's the Raven already going down, not even using a Seeker missile at all here. At the same time, at the bottom though, the Terran player a lot more successful, but BBoongBBoong is pursued still at 192 supply, reinforcing with Lings, with Ultralisks, with Corruptors, and forcing Dream back once again. Dream with the stutter step back home, but he's going to lose a lot here, and especially those Medivacs, losing those is going to be horrible for him.
Yeah, well, he's got to make sure he keeps his Corruptors with his Broodlords though.
Yeah, the rest of the army is just not fast enough to keep up.
Now the Lings do catch up though, and he can chase this down with Corruptors. I really like the composition that BBoongBBoong has. It feels like the perfect ratio. It's like, well, are you going to make too many Vikings to deal with the Broodlords and Corruptors? Or you still have to deal with my Ultralisks? You've got to deal with the Fungals on the ground. The composition just seems like it's the perfect ratio with how he does it.
Dream just does not have the resources anymore. The minerals is something that he's really lacking, and if he loses this base, it's going to be tough for him to hold on in the long run. He has the gas, that's no problem at all for him, but minerals are really scarce if you compare to what BBoongBBoong has on the map now. And the Zerg player is just in a position where he can always reinforce. He has even the lava present.
Yep. And he's gonna lose that. He's gonna lose that base for sure.
He can't even move out of his third base because there's too much, and there come the Fungals. Nice surface area for those Broodlords.
The Baneling's coming through again. This composition for BBoongBBoong is insane. He knows exactly what to make. Now the Infestors coming in a little bit ahead of themselves, I feel.
The base at the left side is still going to die. He doesn't even have enough minerals to repair it in a few seconds.
Yep. And that's going to be it. I think that Dream's not going to be able to hold on any longer.
It doesn't look like
all the resources that BBoongBBoong has, he can actually just remax with whatever he wants. The Marines here are actually brought over in medevacs, but even they will not be able to kill these Broodlords.
But the Viking will kill him.
Yeah, he needs to bring those Corruptors.
Yeah, they're too corrupted, so they're just too lazy.
He's repairing the Viking. Nope, decides not to, actually.
The Corruptors watching the other battle and then turning around, trying to find the Viking, like, ah, damn, I missed something.
2 Ultras are not going to be able to take out this planetary.
The Broodlord signaling to the Corruptors, hey guys, oh hey over there, you want to help out?
Yeah.
The Corruptors like, no. It's just so exciting to watch what's going on to the right side.
Not really. I just was thinking about corrupting those SCVs. So I thought, nah, you got it, man. I'm fine. That Ultralisk is running. Now he gets that creep advantage.
Dream is 80 supply behind, and the bank that he has is only in gas. No minerals. and he lost the base to the left side. So now, how many mining bases does he actually have?
He's only got the one at the top right,
exactly.
yeah.
That's the only
The other one has
base.
like 1 mineral patch left. I'm looking at right now, it's got 130 minerals left. It's got 6 harvesters on it.
You can buy a lot of chewing gum for that, but not a lot more.
12 active tumors, and he's using overlords to spread creep as well. BBoongBBoong just wants to end this game as soon as possible, making that highway across the map.
And here comes this huge army for the Zerg player. The Terran trying to defend.
Bungles are sick.
Oh my god. Those SCVs, double funnel, and all of them die. Total killed 40, and the base is dead. And there goes the income for Dream.
Yep. The Broodlords are still going strong here at the third base. You will be able to clear them up with a good stim and run under, but that means that the Ultralists are going to be uncontested if they want to run into the natural.
There's a force at the right side of the map taking down another expansion of BoongBoong, but does it really matter with 1,300 minerals on the map? Well, on the tab, and at the same time, of course, always the option to further expand to the bottom left. I don't think so, especially since this army is just too strong for Dream to deal with.
He burrows the weakened Ultralist as well. No, he doesn't. What is that? Is he? Yeah, he did. Okay, I was like, so the Ultras when they get burrowed, man, I can't even see him. That was pretty cool. I like that. Save it, force a scan if you want to kill it. Also, you can step over it in that case. Really smart play by BoongBoong. And I guess this guy is practicing a lot. He is on fire. I might even put him as a favorite to get into Code S out of Code A if he keeps playing like this, man. This is insane what we are seeing.
It would be pretty cool if he finally gets his Code S spot there. We have Dream now. I mean, Dream played well, especially on map number 2. That was a great game. But here's the GG. Dream yields, and BoongBoong takes it with a 2-1, advances to the third round of Code A.
Well, at this point, we are going to have another 5-minute break. Then we get back, we get a sick Terran vs. Terran bomber against Gumiho, the GSTL final killer, the assassin, the Nine-Tailed Fox, and then of course after that, coming up a little bit later, we'll have Björn up against center, so stay tuned.